What's up, you guys? Today we are doing a top 5 quarterbacks in the current NFL. This is going into next season, which is today is July 2nd, so we're about 2 months out from the actual start. But I thought I'd go ahead and start making, ranking videos type things. We're going to do all of the major positions, so wide receivers, quarterbacks, tight ends, running backs. We might do edge rushers, stuff like that. I'm not sure. It depends on how all this goes. But yeah, I start school back soon, so that might have a factor of what all I post. So, anyways, let's start off. I want to say this. I say going into next season, but the rankings are off of how they performed last season, which kind of cancels out. So I had Justin Herbert as my number 5. Personally, I think that Herbert had the potential to be the 5th guy, but I do think guys like Allen, Lawrence, Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, Dak Prescott. Those are guys I think could have possibly beaten him out for that. But I think that Herbert was just such a great ball slinger, just throws the ball deep, has a phenomenal arm, and I think there's not many other guys like him out there. I don't think that those other guys had nearly as good as an arm as him, and I think he's a smart runner, but that's not the thing that he uses. That's why I think I had him at 5. Again, there were so many other guys you could put in that spot. But number 4, I think 4 through 2 is very debatable. But we're going to start with 4. Jalen Hurts, I said, because I think he had such a great arm. He can make great throws. He's a great pocket passer, but but that's not his main thing. His main thing is getting out of the pocket and using his legs to do things. The only reason I had him at 4 is because I think that any quarterback can look good at making those phenomenal throws when you have wide receivers like A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. I think that helped him a lot because he could just throw it up there and Devontae Smith could just jump up and grab it. But he also made just such phenomenal throws in tight windows that I think it would be crazy to not have him at least top 5. So, yeah. Anyways, number 3, I had Josh Allen. His fearless running with his phenomenal arm, he could just run over defensive backs. In my opinion, I think he runs like a slightly smaller Derrick Henry, I think, is similar to how he runs. Just insanely powerful, is not afraid to lower the shoulder and deck some dudes. And I think that's exactly how he does it. But the main thing that keeps him behind my number 2 and 1 guy is because he was very inconsistent when it came down to crunch time throws. He would do somewhat of he would just figure out ways to lose games, like against the Vikings last season. QB sneak on the goal line, fumbles it, other team picks it up, touchdown. Against the Jets, through I don't remember if it was an interception or a bunch of incompletions to go 3 and out, or to go turnover on downs in the last 2 minutes of a must-win game. Against the Vikings, he threw an interception in overtime to lose the game. So, I think I definitely don't think it's his fault that he lost those games. I mean, defensively, that they could have used. I think defensively there were multiple options to stop them, but whenever when it came down to his time to win, nothing happened. There was nothing that he could do to make it. There was nothing that he could just never figure out a way to win, and that's really annoying. Because I think, and I've said this, my number 2 guy is Joe Burrow, okay? And I would take Allen at his best over Burrow at his best. But Burrow is much more consistent than Allen. Burrow won games that needed to be won, okay? He's made it to the Super Bowl before. He knows what it's like to win. Even in college, he's got that winning mentality. He knows how to win. He can, I'd said this also, if you were to put them in a 2-minute drill with these 2, 3, and 4 guys, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I'd take Burrow over all of them because of his consistency and how poised he is as a game-winning guy. He's got an arm, and he's just very good at it. I mean, I don't see what else there is. And obviously, zero surprise here. Number one, y'all gotta be real. It's Patrick Mahomes, the best QB in the league last year, and it wasn't close. He had a consistently changing wide receiver room, whether it was Juju and Hardman, getting Juju, Hardman, and Kadarius Toney. That was our top three, but usually one of those three were hurt, if not all three. So sometimes it would be Watson, sometimes it would be Moore. Like, it was insanely changing, constantly changing, so that's a very big deal. I think you got a point for that. It's just he's so quick, and he's just so, like, he's just insane. I think another thing is that he's you can put Mahomes on the ground, and he won't just settle for a 5-yard run. He will run until he is cornered, and then he'll slide. He knows when to thump, he knows when to slide, he knows when to not slide. He can run 30, he'll turn what looks like a dead play into a 30-yard run. He will make a certain sack turn into a 10-yard gain. Like, he just is so smart. And what another crazy thing is, like, let's say he'll go through his reads as a quarterback, drop back, go through his reads, everything. If nothing's there, pressure's coming, he'll escape, but then he'll continue to run around and make a stupid throw, whether it's left-handed shovel pass against the Broncos, whether it's a behind-the-back pass against the Buccaneers, whether it's a diving pass against the Buccaneers. He just does it, and that's what's insane about him, is that if he's behind the line of scrimmage, he'll find a way to make sure his team continues to have the ball. He'll either make the biggest play or the safest play. He knows when it's time to make those plays, and I think that is why, in my opinion, there is zero doubt that Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback in the league, and I don't see how that's debatable. I first of all, I don't want to say that I am 100% right. I do 100% agree that I do think that there are other guys who can. I do think that Justin Herbert is just my personal opinion. My personal opinion, I think Justin Herbert is amazing, but I know other guys might think, oh, why isn't Lamar Jackson? Why isn't Dak? Why isn't Trevor Lawrence? So-and-so. I might be completely blanking on a guy who's phenomenal, and I just completely forgot about him. So I will say that I think these top 2 through 5, I think is debatable. I think you could replace, I think that Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Jalen Hurts are there. I think you can rotate wherever you want them to go. But I think that it's no debate that Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback in the league right now. And again, you can put whoever you want at 5. In the comments, make sure you talk about your list. Who do you think's the best guy? But yeah, so anyways, thank you all for watching today's video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.